Hey everybody, this is Petey from the Spin Rack, and we also have
Calvin Ellis, ready to rock.
we're going to do a movie review. This is going to be a surprise to Cal, not a surprise to the rest of you guys here. I'm also going to do a test to see if I can play this off without figuring it out at first, but I'm not sure it's going to work out. Nope, nope. He's going to see it once I hit play. So ready, set. Let me make sure the audio's on. Yep. Here we go. And hit play. Some audio. I think I'm doing something wrong here, but let's see if
Yeah,
the audio
well,
pops up. You seeing this?
I'm seeing the horizon. Let's see. Okay. Is that a doll? What is it, Barbie?
Oh, what's the name? It's like 2000. What's it? 2001. Wow, you can actually do this on film today? Wow. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, they had to go ruin it. It's going so good.
That's a good opening. That's a good opening.
So,
That's pretty much what. Oh, good grief. That's pretty much the appeal of the Barbie doll that nobody. I don't know. I always thought they made too much of the whole thing because I don't know. I don't know. I would think they made too much of the whole thing in terms of Barbie doll with oh look at the influence on young girls and this and that, but it's a doll. Yeah, it's a doll at the end of the day. How much influence could it actually have? And it seems that from all the the discussion that they've had on it since its inception, a lot. Because they had the babies, they would have the baby doll, the babies that they would have, and that obviously didn't seem to be a big problem for anybody. But this one over here, but the Barbie doll, yes, it's giving unrealistic expectations of the female figure and this, that, and the other. It sounds like it's like a whole bunch of like it's a doll. How are you ever? You can't compare somebody real to a doll. But then I look at all the makeup and the stuff you have going on with Instagram, and going to get these Brazilian butt lifts, and that had nothing to do with that has a lot nothing to do with Barbie, and a lot more to do with what it is. What it is that women want to do in terms of accentuating their beauty, if you will. So I never had too much of an issue with it, but I always thought, Barbie in terms of the adventures and so on and so forth, that was something that really plugged that young girls really plugged into at the end of the day. The same way that, if you're a young boy, you're like, hey, you want to get the GI Joes together and go on these adventures, stop Cobra, save the world, make certain that everything is everything is ship safe. So I
yeah,
look at that opening. I thought that opening was like, yeah, that's some real cheek right there. You know what you really want. You don't want this trash.
yeah. No, it's a thing of, I don't know. It's just having fun, but then of course it's going to get to, they do a gag. They do a, you know, Ken not having any junk gag. It's over. Like, it's like in the reality of whatever. No, I guess I don't know. It's action figure, so they don't get into that stuff with toys. In toys, so they shouldn't get into that with what's the name. But so yeah, looks like fun. Let's see how it goes. Anything
Well,
else? Oh, you
I
got more.
hope, well, no, I hope they do keep it fun, and they don't shut. I mean, you have these shows on Netflix. What's this one? It's been on for 3 seasons now. Emily in Paris, and that's pretty much Barbie. She's just a brunette, but it's the whole look. I got the career. I got the love interest over here on the side. What am I going to do? Got a bit of drama going on. But Barbie is the original Barbie in terms of because there was like all these different there were these books that they had, like prose books with Barbie. At the end of the day, she's the original. Well, to borrow the term from our from the distinguished competition, fashionista. But she was there, and they were always trying to get this together in terms of with Fashion Week and all of these things going on. But it was really the girls liked it. It was a really cool looking doll with the accessories and so on and so forth. And if they can tap into the idea that it wasn't it was this transference. You wanted to be Barbie. You didn't necessarily want to be blonde or tall or anything, but you wanted to be able to immerse yourself in that sort of life with that type of adventure and those things going on. And it was pretend. It was make believe at the end of the day. At some point, adults came in worried about kids thinking it was going to be real. And I don't think kids ever really thought it was. Kids understand. I think kids understand the difference between play and real more often than adults do.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I always joke. The joke I always bring up is, well, my friend's daughter is now my height, but she's only like 15 now. But she, when she was smaller, and I think it was during Sandy, and we were stuck at a friend's house. They took us in because we didn't have any electricity, so we were there for a good amount of time, and um, his daughter wanted to play hairdresser. So we're playing hairdresser, and she says, "What did she say?" So I want to color my hair blue. Obviously, this is a black girl. She's asking,
Mm-hmm.
but we're doing make believe. So I'm like saying, you know what? This is a teachable moment. I should say something about this. And I say something, and she's like, "Can we just play make believe?" I was like, "All right, cool." So we do all this, and she comes back, and then her parents get involved. The parents come over, and she's like, "Yeah, now I want my hair to be pink." And then they're like, "Oh, this is a teachable moment." And then I said, "No, no, no. She's okay. She just wants to play make believe. She's not. It's not no heavy thing. And she's gonna come back with, 'Hey, look, my hair's pink now.'" It was all like the basic shh, all that nonsense that you can do with a kid and whatnot. And on the other side note, this is not even related. I have all these what was it these little like figurines that were for some video game and whatnot, and I can't I'll keep it here. And she was over the house, and she took the big gorilla I have and one of these things, and she was smashing them against each other. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot about those days when you do stuff like that with action figures. I just buy the things and just put them up there, and it's like I don't, that whole part of me as a kid of trying to have them interact and do stuff. I don't do." If you think you still read comic books and you buy toys and you think about doing that, I never think about that. I never think about smashing them against each other and coming up with scenarios and whatnot. It's good to see a kid take them and just start to do stuff with them. It's I can see how
Oh,
kids can kind of take the stuff you got and just destroy them and turn them into Swiss cheese. But it's fun to see a kid take them and play with them. So yeah.
I'll say two things. One, I don't smash them against each other, but I do pose them in like these classic poses, and they pretty much stay like that. I'll have I'll get like piano wire, something strong, hang the Millennium Falcon from the ceiling. So you come in, yeah, I got that thing going on. So, I can't smash them against because I paid for it. And I was like, I don't know if I'm going to get another one of these. These things are expensive now. And then was the other thing when you reached for those figurines, I swore I was like, I thought you were going to pull out a Barbie doll. I was going to be like, what? I was going to say, man, he really prepared for this show. He got me. He
Well, I,
really
I
got me.
wanted to do as buying them. I wanted to do what I wouldn't have done as a kid. Like I would have never bought outside of. I wouldn't have thought to buy like a Leia doll type of thing or the Leia action figure. But it's like now it's like saying I want to make sure I got a Kim Possible. That's as close I and Liz Sherman from the Hellboy thing. And no, I got a Harley Quinn too. That's as much as I have. But I wanted to have some girls up there in the group. But it's like these ones that are already posed is perfect. The other ones is just like kind of hard to stand up. So it's like, but it was cool being able to get. Well, no, they actually had Amigo Falcon, so I did get a red this sort of figurine of the Falcon and other cool stuff. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's well with kids we putting a little too much in there and they like what they like, and at the same time, it's good to at some point you can be cynical like I was when I was like at worked at ANS and I was like 17. Was I? Yeah, I was 17 or 18, and we had there was some doll that was a big deal, like a baby doll, like they had it in a thing. It was a big deal, and we ran out of them quick. And then we were like, we had only the black ones of that. So I was like, I got to see this social experiment right here. And then people say, "Do you have any other dolls?" So what do you like? What do you mean? And then it was interesting. It was great to see the ones people that would just ask for what they want. Do you have any white dolls? Like, no, we don't have any right now. That's easy, but it's like people kind of hedge their bets when it's just like, this is all we got right here. I had to put it out, but it's interesting to see that part of it of people getting around there. And it's like it doesn't matter. It's like it could be black or white asking for a white doll, and it's not you don't. It's a doll. You don't need to put any big heavy thing on it. Like, oh my God, they asked a black person asked for a white doll. Like, oh, doll experiment. And like the kids want what they want. What's on television? But at the same time, somebody should buy him a Falcon. At the same time, buy that kid a Falcon just so they don't segregate and just buy.
They should. Oh man, what they should have had. They should have had a little black girl with
a little black doll, and then she sees Barbie, and then she smashing the doll, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we get some views off that." No.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, there's a big difference between, hey, you go over and the little girl likes Barbie, regardless of whatever her race may be, and then you come and bring back, oh no, here's her friend, here's her friend Tippy, and but Tippy's the black one, and this, that, and the other. You're like, what is this? I don't want this. I want Barbie. That's who I want at the end of the day. But this is her good friend, and she's black. I don't care. You take her and give me the Barbie doll at the end of the day. But without the understanding that, yeah, not everything is
Brown versus Board of Education.
The kids usually have a very, very, kids usually have a very, very tight understanding of what's going on. Like with GI Joe, one of my initial favorite characters is Stalker, but everybody loves Snake Eyes. Okay, yeah. Everybody loves Snake Eyes at the end of the day. So, while I did like Stalker, Snake Eyes was the guy everybody wanted to be. He was cool. And, well, Snake Eyes also had that outfit. So, he was fully clothed at the end of the day. So anybody could be Snake Eyes at the end of the day. But, with clear understanding of the characters without, going down this road where people thought for some reason you were going to lose your sense of self or not have a clear understanding, of.
Well, we also have to say the last one I'm going to end in the power of Barbie is that even if you have Mego, Kern Crop, the Todd McFarlane action figures, this is the Todd McFarlane one, this is the Dark Horse one, they still turn these into dolls. Oh, you got a doll. It's like, no, this is the action figure. And it took me I had to break out of saying that stuff. And, so it's like Barbie, the power of Barbie is so immense that it turned the whole figures, which you had you had the GI Joe that was like a huge figure, and they still look at everything as dolls. So
the power of Barbie, which I think is really cool, is that it will take a 3-inch GI Joe, and the next thing you know, they'll be in that 12-inch box. They'll be in that 12-inch box right over there, Barbie size at the end of the day, still presenting it to you. And you'll be like, oh, yeah, this is an action figure. No action figure is that big. That's a doll.
Yeah. So,
it's too big for action. That's a doll.
We'll say, you see how Hollywood is? They only got one actress. If there's going to be a blonde, it's got to be Margot Robbie. It's like Harley Quinn's blonde, Margot Robbie. It's like this is what it is. It's like it's one of one. So there's a lot of fighting for roles out there. So you gotta be inventive to deal with Hollywood. So it's been anything else from you? You got any other last words?
No, we're out.
Spin the rack out.